Freelancers, Jenny here. Long time no podcast. Welcome to episode 12, which is titled Fuck, I Didn't See That Coming, or Why I Didn't Make Series 2. You may have noticed it's been a while and there is still no second series. Sorry about that, but I have a bloody good excuse. You know how sometimes life gets in the way of work and everything falls apart around you and you just have to focus on other things for a while. Well, that happened to me big time. 4 months ago, at the end of September, after feeling a little under the weather for a few weeks, I was sent for a blood test. I was expecting to be told I had a virus or maybe a vitamin deficiency or perhaps glandular fever. But within 24 hours, I had been diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia. Yeah, pretty terrifying words to hear, especially for someone who's only 33 and always been fighting fit aside from those pesky migraines. So the last few months have been something of a roller coaster, and I'm hoping you'll understand why I haven't managed to make a podcast in that time. In fact, I've not been able to work at all, a scary prospect for a freelancer, which I will just say a little something about now to give this mini episode some relevant content before I disappear back into my new normal where podcasting is a pretty low priority. I'm sure you are acutely aware that self-employed people don't get sick pay. Maybe it's crossed your mind that this could be a problem if you are ever too unwell to work for an extended period of time. Perhaps you're burying your head in the sand and just hoping that it will never happen to you. But if I could offer you a piece of advice based on my recent experience, it would be to look into your options for critical illness insurance. By some amazing stroke of luck, combined with me being one of the most boringly sensible people I know, I had such a policy. It was all arranged via my husband's work, and thank goodness we decided to tick the spouse cover box and pay a small annual premium. The result is that my diagnosis triggered a lump sum payout, which comfortably replaces the income I've lost and will lose during my illness. So while this is an extremely stressful time for us as a family, at least we don't have to worry about money on top of everything else. I'm quite sure that if my husband didn't work for a large company with an excellent range of employee benefits that one can subscribe to just by ticking a box once a year, such cover would have been harder to come by, and I almost certainly wouldn't have got round to arranging it, unless, perhaps, I'd heard a podcast aimed at freelancers confirming that it does exist and it's definitely worth the effort to find out, because critical illness can happen to anyone. My cover, in case you're interested, was provided by Canada Life. I wouldn't like to imply that the state has left me completely high and dry. I've qualified for something called New Style ESA, which is a benefit for people who can't work and who don't qualify for statutory sick pay. Right now, that's just about covering the cost of the taxis I take to my many hospital visits. I would probably qualify for further means-tested allowances if my household income and savings left me in really dire straits. But when it comes to benefits, nothing happens fast. As a freelancer, it's worth having some money saved up for a situation like this, even if just to tide you over while you wait for benefit payments to kick in. Being seriously ill is difficult enough without being bankrupt too. So whatever you can do to prepare for the unexpected, I very much encourage you to do it. The upshot of all this for me is that there won't be a Series 2 for the time being. I've also decided to cancel my paid subscription to Podbean, which means I won't be able to keep the whole of Series 1 there. Instead, I'm transferring most of these episodes to YouTube, where they'll be archived without costing me the precious money I am currently not earning. I hope you'll continue to enjoy the old episodes there and point your fellow freelancers in the right direction too. Thanks for listening. Over and out.